Hi children, this is Kala here, again trying to help you with a very tricky problem today. I know it's very tricky for people, for children where we have to convert units, right? What centimeter, kilometer, liter, milliliter, kg, gram. So confusing, aren't they? Don't worry. I will make it simple for you. Okay? For that, like always, we have to have few understandings before we can start doing the unit conversion nicely. Okay? First, you will have to understand what are the units for measuring the length, weight or capacity. Okay? For length, we use centimeter, meter, kilometer, these kind of things. So don't get confused with kg and all. For length, we are using centimeter, meter, kilometer, these things. For weight of things, you have to know we are using gram, kg and things like that. Now for liquids, we will use milliliter, deciliter, liter, kiloliter, these kind of things, right? So first we have to know that we cannot mess up with centimeter and kg, not possible, okay? That's the first thing you have to understand. Then the second thing you have to understand is, taking the length, you have to understand that millimeter is smaller, centimeter is bigger, meter is bigger, kilometer is bigger than that. Okay, this ascending order of the units you have to understand. Okay, for you to understand, especially in the form of lengths, I will tell you. Millimeter means think of the small divisions in your scale. Centimeter is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That in a usual ruler, there will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That much length is your centimeter. Now when you think of meter, think of a dress, okay? This dress is made up of 1 meter of cloth. This much is 1 meter. Think of like that. Then when you go for kilometer, think of kilometer as the distance from your home to school. That much length is the kilometer. Okay. When you have this kind of understanding of ascending order of these units, then you can do the conversions. Let us recap. What are the first thing that is required? We have to know that what units are used for length, weight or capacity. All three are different. We cannot mingle them up. Second thing is, what is the ascending order of the units? In the case of weight, gram is smaller than kg. Milligram is still more smaller. So let's say the weight of my hair is milligram. Okay. The weight of my earrings will be gram. Okay. Weight of myself will be in kgs. Okay. Easy to remember. You have to remember using these kind of things. Now, for capacity, you have to remember that milliliter means is what you drink tonic, right? That is milliliters. That much of quantity is milliliters. And liter, packets of milk your parents will buy for home, that much will be liter. Okay? So when you have this two things ready, that is what units are for what things and what's the ascending order of units. Next thing that you have to know is the relationship between the units. That is, for example, this most of the children will know by hearting at least. Like 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. These kind of things you know. Or I can give you a trick for that also. For example, kilo means 1000. Centi means 100. Deci means 10. Okay. So these are the words. You can try to remember these. Kilo means 1000. Centi means 100. Deci means 10. So now we know these words, right? Now we'll go get to the problem now. Now we want to convert 1 meter to centimeter. Okay, 1 meter to, or 6 meter to centimeter. Okay, now what do we know? Meter is there and centimeter is there. Both are lengths, right? So that is the first thing we'll check. The next thing that we'll check is meter and centimeter. Which is smaller? We have to start remembering that centimeter was on scale, meter was about our cloth, right? So meter is bigger, centimeter is smaller. Now you're going to change from meter, bigger, meter to centimeter. You're going to change from meter, which is bigger, to centimeter, smaller. When you do that, you have to know that for meter and centimeter, the relationship is between them is 100. Okay, you know it is 100 because even if you don't remember which is what, 1 meter is 100 centimeter or 100 centimeter is 1 meter. Even if you don't know that, no problem. But at least you should know that centi is 100, right? So there's a relationship between them is 100. Now we will figure out whether we have to multiply 100 or divide 100. Okay. Now we are coming from, we are going to change meter to centimeter. That is from a big to a small. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to multiply by 100. When we are saying big to small, we have to go the reverse way. Means we know that when we multiply, we'll get a bigger number as the answer. Right? When we multiply, we get bigger number as the answer. For unit conversions, we should always go the reverse way. We are going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. So, we should get the number, bigger number. Right? For getting a bigger number, we have to do a multiplication. And what we have to multiply? We use the words that is there in the units itself. Say for example, if I am going to convert 6 kg into grams. Okay. First I know kg and grams both are about weights. So no problem. Next is, which is bigger, kg or grams? I told you to remember that grams means my earrings and kg means my weight itself. Okay. Which is bigger? Kg is bigger. So now from kg to grams, we are going from kg to grams, and we are using the word kg, kilo. Kilo means 1000. So something with 1000 we have to do. Whether we have to do multiplication or division, we will figure out now. Okay. Now when we are going from bigger to smaller, for unit conversion, we have to do the reverse way. We have to get a bigger number. Okay. To get a bigger number, anyways, we should not do division. We should do multiplication. So 6 kg, when you have to convert it to grams, we know it's 1000 and we are going to multiply by 1000 with the 6 to get 6000 grams. Now let's try to convert milliliters to liters. Let's say I have 5000 milliliters. I have to convert that into liters. I have 5000 milliliters we have to convert to liters. Now first I'll check is milliliter and liter both are about capacities. So no problem. Next thing we're going to check is what is the relationship between milliliter and liter. What I told you is milli means 1000. Okay, that's the understanding you must have. Kilo means 1000, milli means also 1000. Okay. Now we are going to change milli, and then also I told you that milliliter means the tonic that you drink. Liter is the packets of milk that your parents buy, right? So we're changing milliliter to liter. We're changing milliliter, which is smaller, right? Milliliter is less, smaller, milliliter to liter. So we want from small unit to bigger unit we are coming, but we should do the reverse way. We should not get a bigger answer. rather you should get a smaller answer, right? We have to go the reverse way. For milliliter to liter, which is bigger, but I have to get a smaller answer. For getting a smaller answer, always we have to divide. Okay, we have to divide. And what we have to divide? We know the relationship between milliliter and liter. Milli means 1000, right? So we have to divide 1000. Our 500 milliliter, when we divide by 1000, we get 5 as the answer. 5 liter. Hope this helps. I'm going to recap the steps. First thing is you cannot mess up with units for weight, length and capacity. You cannot mess up. Centimeters cannot become kgs and things like that. It cannot happen. So it has to be centimeter to meter or within the length units. Next thing is you have to know which is small and which is big. Which unit is small, which unit is big. Okay, centimeter. So millimeter is the first, centimeter, then meter, then kilometer, right? That ascending order you have to know. Then the third thing is you have to know the words. What is the meaning of words? Centi is 100, kilo means 1000, deci means 10, milli means 1000. You have to know these words. Then the fourth step is when you are converting from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, you need to get a smaller number as the answer. Reverse way. When you're converting smaller to a bigger unit, you have to have a reverse thing. You have to have a smaller number as the answer. To get a smaller number as the answer, we go for division. When we want a bigger number as the answer, we go for multiplication. I hope this recap will help. If you don't understand, listen to this again and again and this will help you. If you like this video, like it, share it with your friends so that they will know, they will also learn it, right? Yeah? And subscribe to the channel so that you can know many more math tricks that I'm going to put very soon in my channel. Thank you very much. See you there. Bye from Kala. Bye-bye.